What's up? This is Sunny. Um, where do I leave off? Remember, I do this solely for me, no one else. Disregard this amount of money that I made. That is incorrect. That's from what I was down from because I never execute. I never. This is what I was down from the previous trading day, which is on Friday. Today's Monday, so um, I'll show you here. Um, But remember, I do this solely for myself and no one else. If you stumble upon this video, please take what I say lightly because I'm still trying to become a better and more successful trader. So therefore, what I say is not completely accurate. It may or may not help you. But so basically, I did a video explaining how I longed this, um, and I longed way too high. My average was 42.60 after all of this. Um, um, I just thought it would have been another DWAC, and I used my imagination to long this trade, not even thinking straight or not even thinking correctly. And honestly, um, I went long, and I thought it would just keep going up, but I was just trading off of lust and greed and imagination, and I got burnt honestly. And as it pulled back, I was down over 5 G's at this point with 800 shares. I think that's how much I was down. I held over the weekend. I stayed sitting at my computer almost throughout the entire after hours, which was an additional 4 hours, just watching and looking at my phone, watching, hoping that it would squeeze like DWAC did, but it didn't. So throughout the entire weekend, I spent stressing, worried, wondering what was it going to do and how was I going to play it. And my plan was okay. I'm gonna wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and which I did to watch it. And I set a timer for every hour to wake me up so I can take a quick look at it. And throughout the entire after hours, pre-market, it did nothing. I should have never been in this trade. Period. It was completely undisciplined trade, especially after taking that 10,544 loss on DWAC. Even though I made back um, 17 or whatever I made. Um, uh, so um, round seven, it started perking up. It went to 42. My average was 40. My average was 42. 60, so I was 60 cents down. Um, I was gonna take it, but as you can see here, the value was only 1,650. I doubt the order would have executed, and I wanted to wait because I'm like, okay, if it pushes up here, then most likely it's gonna keep pushing up. Then it started fading. I patiently waited. Not well, I didn't say I patiently waited. I anxiously waited, impatiently, and um, it just kept fading. And I'm like, okay, as long as it doesn't um, continue to go down past these points, I'm good. And then towards the market open, gearing towards the market open, started perking up. I wanted to get out here at 43.77 or in that range, but I had entered my order at 43.90 purposely because I'm like, okay, it might just keep squeezing up. I'll just hit my order and then it'll just squeeze into my order instead of me chasing it because the spread was like over $1. So I'm like, I'm not gonna. There's no way in hell anyone's gonna buy my sell order. Um, Plus, I was thinking of the money the entire time as well. It pulled back, market opened, or market close to market opened pretty much. It Market open, it squeezed. Well, pre-market, it gave me a chance to get out. I didn't take it. Pulled back, market open, pushed back up. I kept trying to see if it would break past the previous high a day of $45, and I was thinking of money the whole entire time. And when I saw that it wasn't right here, I literally told myself, "Get the fuck out now! Get out 50 cents um, less if you have to, but get out." Because when it was going up all through pre-market, I knew that um, this would have been a good short because it was gonna drop a lot. And I told myself to get out here, and I did not do it. Um, as you can see here, you got multiple red entry orders or exit orders. You got 3, 6. So that's me attempting to get out, but changing my mind, and it hit my price point that I wanted to get out multiple times, but I failed to get out because I was too lustful, thinking about the money, not the actual trade. And then I missed my chance, and it dropped from 44 and a half all the way down to 38.64, so $6 a share. I was up at this point. I was up. If you do the math, I was up $2, almost $2 a share. It's almost $1,600, and I failed to take it because I wanted 24. You know what I was thinking? I was like, okay, I'm $2,400 away from paying back this person that I owe. If I can get minimum 3 G's out of this trade, that would be great. And that's the wrong fucking mindset. And that's what I was thinking. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. The money was the main thing that was guiding my trade, and it was clouding my judgment. I threw the rules and the discipline out the window. And if you know, and it was crazy is all my videos are like this, and it's a battle to improve. Um, Trading is just a battle to improve, and that's what was going on with me. And it just dropped, and I was devastated. Honestly, I was devastated. I was terrified. I was emotionally wrecked. I was on a uh, emotional roller coaster. I was hating myself, and I realized I had to find some inner peace in that moment because I got so emotional that it. I got uh, irrational, you know, um, and I had to find a way to get myself back to myself. So I started listening to T.D. Jakes sermons to try to help me get back to myself. And one of the sermons was, um, um, I'm more than enough. I'm enough. And he was talking about how we are enough, and even if we're not enough, God would still accept us anyway. And I was really having a personal crisis, all because of money. And I got up and I took a step outside the house, and I had to clear my mind because I'm like, here we go again. I'm allowing myself to judge my value, whether I perform well or not, based off of the money. I'm judging myself based off of the amount of money, and that's gonna make me hate myself, and that's gonna cause a lot of problems in the future. And my limited beliefs are coming to is showing up in my trading, and not only that, I'm getting a better and clearer understanding of how I view myself. Um, and I didn't even realize that I view myself based off of money, but I guess I do. Um, so I set an alert like I think right here or right here, and I walked away from the computer. I said I don't care how this trade goes, I'm walking away because I need to clear my mind because this trade looks like it can go my way because I'm so emotional. I can't think straight. So I took a 45-minute break and I set an alert. I had my speakers on blast, and I'm like, okay, if this hits my alert one way or another, I'm gonna get notified. But one way or another, you're gonna go my way or not. And that's not the way you want to trade by just entering your order and walking away. But I'm not like one of those traders that just does that. I'm just like in the wrong mindset. I need a break. Um, but I still had, and I still know what I know what I'm doing. It's just I had to put myself in that situation to get a breather. And eventually, my order executed. It hit this high point, um, pushed up, and then started coming back down. So I had changed my alert order to this candlestick, executed, came back down. So I just resetted it, cleared that one out, put it back to this point, and then I put it to, I think, past this point right here, and I took these two. I took this one away and this one away, and I left these two. And I'm like, one way or another, I'm getting out either massively red or massively green, and that's also the wrong mindset because, um, you should just cut your losses quickly. And I didn't do that in the beginning when I first traded it here. I didn't do that. But you would think a logical trader would be like, okay, I'm wrong in this trade, and I'm also right somewhat in this trade. So you'll think, okay, if it hits my average, I'll just get out, like I got right here. But I wasn't willing to do that. I wanted to either win or lose, all or nothing, nothing or all. And that was the mindset, and that was the wrong mindset. And that's the mindset a lot in trading. And you know, the one thing I need to do to improve this is just trade smaller. If you're not, if you're struggling with being disciplined and cut losses quickly, and you're working on getting better at it, excuse me, trades, trade small. It's that simple. But I struggle to do that. So, and one thing I also had realized that messes up my trading a little bit is when I go under the PDT, it makes it harder for me to perform better. But of course, I'm going under PDT because I'm sizing in too big. But I realized, okay, I'm up 20 G's or 23 G's. I said, now I can allow myself to leave some funds in my account because every time I was making money, I would immediately withdraw and give myself a $500 cushion. But yes, that was good to prevent myself from losing money, but um, that also hurts me because if I have 2, 3 bad trades in a row, or if I just happen to have a bad trade in a row, and I immediately fall on the PDT, sometimes it's not about um, protecting the money, or it is about protecting the money, but sometimes it's not about just that because sometimes you just have a bad trade over and over, and then now it's time to, the trade's going away. If you take your short or your trade in, it's gonna go your way and you're gonna make back what you lost.
It's coming back.
Okay, and so that's what I decided. That's what I realized, and so I started leaving a little bit more money in my account. So I got an extra 1,500 to 2,000 in my account, and I know I got 20 G set aside, and I got two sitting here with me now. Um, but so I walked away, took it not a nap, but I went to go like clear my mind, and I know I had tutoring coming soon, so before class, so I'm like, okay, I gotta I gotta get ready. So I got ready. It just kept uptrending. Um, so it got to 44.99, and I wanted to get out there. Honestly, I wanted to get out at 44. I had to enter an order for me to execute for the order to execute at 44. But I have removed it because I'm like, I want more. Lustful thinking, and I'm like, this looks like it can really go up. Look at each and every point. Each and every support point. It's higher, higher, and it's higher, and then it's higher, and then it's higher still here. Even though it broke this point, it's still higher. And at each point, it just goes higher. It just goes higher. So I was thinking, okay, it's gonna break 46, I mean 45, and I after it hit 44 and failed to break, I just said, fuck it. I'm in class. I can't think straight. I can't pay attention. These motherfuckers, the professor's teaching me some um, difficult shit, how to do long division with polynomials, and yes, I understand it, but I do need to stay focused to understand it even more. So I just executed it. Right when I executed, um, it kept pushing up past 45 to 46, and as it pushed up, I started beating myself up, honestly, because I was in a very emotional state the entire time. I was not thinking clearly at all. I was not. I mean, I already knew I was in the wrong mindset, but it was just so clear to me how you know, I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can take a week or two off, knowing myself that if I see an opportunity, I'm going to take it. And I said, I'm like, I should short this, but I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with that. I'm too frustrated, too emotionally wrecked, and then not only that, I'm in class. I had tutoring. I got tutoring right after, and my day's just crazy, and I'm in pain from my health issue, from my kidney failure. So it's like, no, I need a break. In the back of my mind, that voices is fighting me, like, yo, um, get in, get in, get in, do it, 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 do it. Um, there was a video, an episode on Family Guy where I think Quagmire was battling his penis or some shit like that, or his nuts, and his he was thinking with his brain, but his nuts had a brain as well, or his dick had a brain. And all it kept saying was just do it, fuck it, do it, do it, do it, do it, fuck it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, fuck it, do it. And that's literally what I'm dealing with trading. It's I have a rational mind, and I have and Randall Howell explains this. Your left brain, the left side of your brain is rational, and your right side is emotional. So you're just dealing with those two factors, and they're colliding, and you got to figure out how to uh, you know, separate yourself from the two. You can't push it away because I would only and ignore it. You can't push away and ignore it because that's only going to make it worse. You have to confront it. And at this moment, I was not confronting it well. My trade, um, I think that same day, but on a different stock, CTIP, I think that was a rational trade. I was rational as fuck because I went in with small size, so I wasn't emotionally wrecked or too emotional. And then when it started going against me, I was just calm and patient because I'm losing what $100, and then I'm thinking to myself like, okay, I'm losing $100. If it does one of those big spikes, I'm gonna add into that, and it never did a big spike, and it just faded from there. And I was rational the whole time, but I was down maybe a little bit on that trade if I can remember. But other than that, I mean, um, I believe I performed well on that trade, but this trade was just emotionally wrecked. And right now I'm thinking, get in right here, get long right here. Maybe it will repeat what it did today, um, which is consolidate all throughout after hours, pre-market, and squeeze up towards market open. And I'm like, no, that's not my strategy. I don't play morning gappers or whatever they call it. Uh, I don't play gappers. I don't play those kind of strategies. That's not mine. That's not my strategy. But my brain is just saying, do it, do it, do it, do it. I mean, my emotions are just saying, do it, 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 fucking do it. And I have to regulate it. But I challenge myself to not trade for a week or two. But honestly, I see opportunity here um, with this stock, but I have to be careful. It's a low price stock. But if you look at the yearly chart, if you look at the yearly chart, you see that it has a big spike and come crashing down. So you can see here, it spiked twice, crash, spiked twice, crash. So tomorrow might be its first big down day, or it might do something tomorrow. But that's a really good opportunity. What I like more, I won't say I like this more, but the first stock I just showed you, I like that more. This stock, I don't know how I got on my watch list. Oh yeah, so this stock, you know, it was continually uptrending and it pulled back pretty hard. But I want to see what it does tomorrow. It can probably push up into this resistance and fade or fell, or it can just push up to the resistance, break, and then fade, or it might just have its first red day. So I want to see. And this stock, which is a higher price stock, I like the higher price stocks. It's more clear to me. Um, but looking at the yearly chart, it's just my fade. I don't know what it's going to do, but it looks like a really good opportunity. But my challenge to myself is not to trade for 2 weeks. Let's see if I do that. But it's really, if I can discipline myself not to trade for a couple weeks and just clear my mind, that's going to make me a better trader. But if I don't, it's only going to set me up for the next issue.